Hi, I'm Brad Knowles, producer of Friday Night Flies, hosted by Scott LeBoldus and Scotty Holmes. Enjoy the show.
Alright guys, fly number 3 coming at you. So again, sticking with the small theme. Another deadly pattern that's been doing really well in the interior from what I've been hearing, as well as on our local lakes around town and stuff like that, as well as micro leeches. So I'm going to do up an olive one for you. Pretty deadly, easy to tie. A couple of cool little tricks with the marabou wrap here. I think this is it was either Phil Rowley or Brian Chan fly. Again, super effective, works really, really well. So let's head on down and check it out. Alright guys, there it is. The micro leech. This is an olive one. I would do these up in blacks and reds and purples. You name it. Do them up. Whatever they kind of look in your area. These will pass as damsel nymphs as well and all sorts of different stuff. So kind of fun to hang under an indicator sometimes. Like I said, effective. They work. So let's get going. I've got a size 10 sticking on that train. You probably guessed it, Mustad C49S. Good little hook, great for nymphs and chironomids. Killer little hook, nice and strong. And I've got a 1/8 gold bead this time. So I'm kind of upsizing it a little bit. With chironomids, I like to keep the heads nice and small. Just helps with the body proportions. With these little leeches and stuff, you can definitely bump up the bead size if you like. Do this in a variety of colors. So we just got some hot pink and lime green and fluorescent orange ones in, which would be kind of cool for like egg-sucking micro leeches. We've got them in the 1/8 size all the way up to the bigger ones that you'd probably use for your river patterns. So I just got some UTC 70 in olive green. And if my thread is going to break during any video, it's going to be this one because this thread sucks. This is a pretty terrible spool, but I'm trying to use it up just so I can get a new one. So I'm just going to take my thread down past the barb, and I've got some Superfly olive marabou, the old school Stillwater Solutions in olive. If you can still find this stuff around, pick it up. So I've taken off a plume here, and I've already started using one side, but I've left one side just to show you. Sometimes you get marabou, and it's all kind of clumped together like this. There's nothing wrong with it. It just happens during the dyeing process. It just didn't dry all that great or whatever. All you need to do is take an old toothbrush or Brad's, or if you're angry at your significant other, grab their toothbrush and just brush it out. I'll just do that down on the table here. Just to give you an idea. Now we got a completely usable plume again, which is kind of cool. So I'm just going to pinch off about 1/2 inch or so. Keep those tips nice and aligned, like so. And I'm going to be tying those tips in as my tail. So that's, I'm going to make roughly the length of the hook. Just a couple wraps just to secure it. And what I like to do here, just make sure it's sitting on top, I like to fold it over, take a couple wraps, and take my thread all the way back up to the front. And I'm just going to build up a little bit of a taper, so I'm going to go about 3/4 of the way down, back up to behind the bead, and about halfway down, back up to behind the bead, 1/4 of the way, back behind the bead. Probably not entirely necessary, but I like to do it just because this bead is a little bit bigger. It helps to fill in that gap a little bit. Sometimes the marabou doesn't get all the way up there. So I've just got a piece of small copper UTC wire here. Just going to tuck that in behind the bead. Tie that in down the side of the hook, right to where that marabou is tied in. And then I'm going to advance my thread all the way forward. It's right behind that bead. Now I'm going to take that clump of marabou that I left behind, and I'm just going to twist it. And as I twist it, you'll see all the fibers start to stick out. That gives you a natural kind of taper, which is kind of cool. So now that I got that, I forgot my my bobbin holder at home. I'm just gonna use my rotary to wrap this forward, just slightly overlapping. And we're just gonna keep on going all the way up till we get right behind that bead. I'm going to try to use up as much as I can to fill in that space. I'm going to capture that in. As you can see now, we got a nice, naturally tapered body. So it kind of goes thick down to a nice fine point, which is what we want. I'm just going to trim that away. A couple more securing wraps behind the bead. And now I'm just going to counter rib with the wire. So I'm going to wrap this the opposite way that I wrap the marabou. This kind of just adds a little bit more security, helps to reinforce it a little bit. I'm looking for, just like my chronomids, 5 to 7 wraps. 3. Just kind of wiggle it as you go so you're not trapping too many fibers. 5. One more at the bead. There we go. 2 on this side, lock it down. And we're just going to helicopter that. Break it away. There we go. Chuck away that piece of wire. A couple more wraps just to fill in that area behind the bead. Just, you don't want it to be moving on you. I like the olive thread just because it helps to kind of blend in there. You could always add a hot spot if you want. Little whip finish. This is another one of those patterns that at the Cloverdale Outdoor Show that we were at 2 weeks ago, I guess now. This one, couldn't time quick enough. So there you have it. There's a nice slow roll on there. You can add some head cement if you want. But pretty simple pattern, but super, super effective. Like I said, time up in a multitude of colors, and yes, let's head on up and sign out. All right, guys and gals, I should say. Ugh, I can't talk. Getting excited for holidays. Can't wait. Going to Hawaii. It's going to be fantastic. Anyways, there is our micro leech. Again, it was Phil Rowley or Brian Chan pattern. Can't remember. I've seen it in both of their books that I've got. Effective, deadly little patterns. Definitely tie some up and give them a go. Like I said, we'd love to see some photos of them in some fish's mouths. Post them on our Facebook page to us. Email them to us at pros@fridaynightflies.com. Or even if you're in the neighborhood, come on into Bass Pro or up in Pemberton, up to Spud Valley. Brad just got a fleet of fish cat, fat cats, the deluxo of V-boats. Definitely book a tour up with them. It'd be kind of fun. They got some tricks up their sleeves. Anyways, come on in and say hi if you're in the neighborhood, and hope you guys enjoyed. I know there's a few shows this week from me. Hope you're not too tired of me. But again, I'm going to be on the beach by the time you're seeing this, so right on. We'll see you guys hopefully next week. If not, we'll definitely be in touch on Facebook and posting stuff on there as well. So until next time, see ya.